The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live, Geek.Nerd.Tech, featuring a weekly roundup of tech news and gossip. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, Geek.Nerd.Tech.
There it is. I was looking for that music. Hey guys, happy Friday here on Black Hollywood Live. This is Geek.Nerd.Tech. Oh, I guess we're done. Cool. Thanks guys for hanging out. We're out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to Geek.Nerd.Tech. We're the show where we break down nerd and tech news from a brown and black geek perspective. See, I even did it better than you did, Joe. Just kidding. I am your host, Alexis Torres. You can find me all over social media as atorres890. Joe and Akili are not here. They are out doing stuff. The things, I have no idea. They're just
busy men.
They're busy men, just doing things, but I brought Stephen Lemieux here to help me out.
Hey guys, let's talk about video. This is a very video game centric episode today.
Yeah, because I
like
took over.
Yeah, Alexis takes over. Video games are predominantly abundant in this episode, so get ready for some news.
Well, I mean, I'm going to throw some tech in there, I'm going to put some pop culture in there, and then it's mostly just going to be video games, so I'm sorry, Joe. Did
you have a chance to play video games over your Thanksgiving break?
Yes.
What was the game of choice?
I haven't played what is it called? The new Batman that came out like a while ago, so it's just been kind of sitting there.
Arkham.
Was it Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
So I haven't played that, so I started playing that as well. I did all the holiday stuff for whatever Destiny had, especially doing some of the Halloween stuff because it was still left over. And I know that you've been playing Fallout 4, so I want you to
I have been
tell me
playing
the
Fallout
things.
4. We'll get to that soon.
Yes.
I also am really looking forward to my weekend in a few weeks when I get to break out the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous that you have that.
I don't have it yet.
Well, you're going to get it.
My girlfriend told me I can't buy anything for myself until Christmas.
She had this same conversation. She's like, make sure Steven doesn't buy anything. I can't control him. He's a grown-ass man. Anyway, but let's get into some tech news. I wanted to talk about a few things. There's this thing happening in Seattle with Uber because there's been a lot of Uber fails happening on the internet where people are getting into other people's cars because they think it's Uber. Really? I haven't done that. Or Ubers will pick up the wrong client. And
the weirdest thing is in LA, I drive a Prius. And Priuses are the most common Uber cars.
No way.
So I'll be driving around at night, and if I'm coming home from work at 1:30, 2 a.m., people like be waving at me thinking I'm their Uber.
Oh, no.
But in my mind, I'm just like, oh, these crazy people are waving at me. Are they okay? So I'll pull over, and then they'll just get in my car.
Oh, my God, I can't.
And I'll be like, one time I actually drove them. One time, just for the hell of it, I drove them, and they tossed me $20 cash. Because, oh, my guys, I'm not an Uber driver. They're like, we're freezing, just drive us.
Oh, poor babies. Okay. Well, apparently it happens a lot in Seattle, hence why they're doing this. But there's an app called Spot, and they're trying to use this as there's going to be a light on their cars, and then on the app it shows what light is the car so that you know which Uber to get into.
Which is completely worthless for me because I'm colorblind.
Oh, no, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because I think the colors are like yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue, and green.
So, like, if a purple car and a blue car got next to each other, I would be completely lost.
Oh, no, that makes me so sad.
But I really think this is funny that it's in Seattle because...
Yeah, that's what it says. It's starting out in Seattle from NBC. That's what they were saying. So.
Well, the whole thing is it's always rainy in Seattle, but a lot of people smoke in Seattle. So I can imagine the confusion. I think it's a great idea. I think it's actually...
Do you think they should do it out here? In LA?
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be corporation wide. I think it's great. Is it Uber or Lyft that has the mustache?
Lyft has the mustache.
So I feel like as soon as Uber starts doing this, Lyft is going to change the mustache and have the mustache just change colors.
Oh God! I mean, it just lights up.
Well, it already lights up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
If they just designate an app with the colors and tie it into the mustache, it would kind of work for Lyft. So I feel this being stolen really quickly by Lyft.
Okay.
But no, it's a great idea. Especially at places like, I mean, have you ever... Okay, I'll use West Hollywood for an example.
Sure.
Halloween, West Hollywood.
Oh, God.
It is a nightmare.
Yeah,
It is
scary.
the biggest nightmare of cluster of people ever. There's like 40,000 people in the streets of West Hollywood on Halloween night.
I've been in there. It's not a pretty sight.
Ubers and Lyfts can only get within about a mile or two from it. So you have to walk all the way out to a destination to go get it. But even then, there's tons of people waiting for their Ubers. So on a night where you have 40,000 people or just large events in general waiting, and they all are calling Uber, nobody calls taxis anymore.
Yeah.
They take the taxi if it's available. But there's no way to tell which Uber is yours unless you're calling the driver, which if there's a lot of people around, your phone doesn't work, which that's something somebody should invent.
No, I think that would be helpful because I know around, like, especially around like New Year's and stuff like that, people are sending their calls and their texts and they're sitting there going, Happy New Year. And I'm like, I'm trying to call to get home and you guys are getting in the way. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. But for right now, they're only starting in Seattle and then eventually it'll branch
I think it'll
out.
be everywhere within a year.
I agree with you. I think that will also be a good thing. Another good thing that I love since Star Wars is coming out next week.
Wait,
Google-
Star Wars is coming out next week?
Yeah, December 18th.
Really?
Is that next week? Am I thinking too far ahead? Mark?
That's 2 weeks, ma'am.
2 weeks. There you go. Sorry, 2 weeks from now. Sorry, I just get excited because I want to go. I don't know if you saw the Google Easter egg that they did for Star Wars.
I thought they already had this going for a long time.
I mean, from what I've heard that people were just talking about it because obviously everyone's talking about Star Wars right now. So now, I guess the past month, I think it was happening more often.
Okay.
So
there's a lot of things that exist for a long time, but then just based on what's going on, they just pop out. One such instance, I guess, is a little off topic, but I think it was a kind of cool article that I found online. Our own Zach Wilson already knew about this and was like, yeah, it wasn't a big deal when I told him. Apparently, in the bigger, blacker box of Cards Against Humanity, there is a card hidden inside the box lid.
Yes, Elena found out too, who's another host on AfterBuzz TV. I'm not going to say the actual card name.
The biggest, blackest dick.
It's supposed to be a surprise. Why would you do that?
But
Because Steven is the biggest, blackest dick.
Oh!
and that's why I'm allowed
Get
to be
out.
on Black Hollywood Live right
Get
now.
out. Anyway.
All right,
It'll be a
it's-
wide shot for the rest of the show.
If you have the bigger, blacker box, and you don't mind ripping open your box,
you have to cut it open and rip out just that. I think the inside of the actual black side of the box.
I thought it was cool though. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I think it's awesome.
But yeah, I think Google's had these things. You can flip Google. You can
flip Google?
You can make everything in reverse. Craziest thing, you can make all of the text in Google a different language.
What? How?
Well, just changing your language settings. That was actually
You suck. I was so excited. I was like, oh, how do you do that?
you can have a game of Tetris being played with the words on Google on any web page. There's tons of little games if you Google the games. There's tons of little things you can play with Google.
Well, if you haven't heard and you're living under a rock or, don't use Google, maybe Bing, I don't know. You can type in Star Wars into the search bar and then the actual font when they do the intros comes up with all the not research, but all the links and the search bars and stuff like that will all change. And so if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. I don't know if Google is still doing it currently, but
Pretty sure they are. They usually just put that stuff in and let it sit.
Well, another thing that I found that was pretty interesting was fear not germaphobes. There is a phone out there for you because you can actually have a smartphone and you can wash it with soap and water and it won't damage your phone.
Are you tired of cursing at your phone and having
There
your
you go.
parents want to wash your mouth out with soap? Buy the new Kyocera smartphone. It's soap and water friendly, so you can talk in your phone while you curse and have your mouth washed out with soap and water.
Well, of course, Japan is the one that invented this whole device and this smartphone, so you can only get it in Japan. It's not going to be out here in the States anytime soon.
So is it made of material that's antibacterial? Is that what's going on? Or is it just waterproof?
I guess it's just waterproof.
So literally they just made previously existing technology of a waterproof phone and
They just made it better.
they just decided, this is waterproof. You could probably make it soap-proof too. Oh my God, let's just advertise the same thing except say you can wash it with soap.
Yeah, it says that it was designed with extra tough glass front and self-healing back panel to minimize scratches, and the screen can even be used with wet hands. So that's why you can sit there and wash it and even text you could be taking a bubble bath, and sit there and text. It won't be a problem.
Oh my God, people are going to be so pruned.
It's gonna be terrible.
That's
But
amazing.
I thought it was interesting because I actually know some people who are giant germaphobes, and they always get really weird about phones.
Well,
and
they can have
computers.
a whole line of accessories for your tub, for your shower. You get your radio going. You just plug your phone with your Pandora going right under your shower wall.
Yeah, so
like, bam.
I just feel like we're just adding more things to have more electronics in the bathroom, which I think is kind of strange.
Yeah, I can't wait for my phone to have a toaster and I can take it in the tub with me.
I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, do you lose your keys in your wallet a lot?
No.
At all?
No.
Like not even just...
But my glasses, I could use a tile on.
There you go. The thing that I want to talk about, which is my app of the week, which I really love and I'm actually going to get from my mom because she loses her keys all the time. Sorry, Mom. Is this thing called Tile where you attach it to your keys or your phone or your wallet, and there's an app on your phone that helps you find and track your items pretty much, and I really think it's super cool that you can sit there and just kind of go through it. I think it gives you, it rings on your phone so that it lets you know, like, hey, this is where it is. Also, if you do lose it and you just can't find it for some reason, it can send out a message if someone does find it to tell them to bring it back to the owner. So, and it even leaves like a full, like it uses Google Maps and it actually uses the app to find your phone or whatever, and I think it's really interesting. It's only $25.
I can't wait for people to just like sew these into their significant other's clothing.
That would be terrible. I really hope that's not what they use it for, guys. Only use it for objects, not people.
I feel like parents will have their kids' ears pierced and tag them with these things.
Oh my God, instead of gauges, it'll just be tiles, like just hanging off.
Your daughter has earrings. Just here, wear these new square earrings that are great.
Okay, well, would you buy this for anybody? For like the Christmas times?
This would probably save my mom on average 3 to 5 hours a day of time.
Jeez, that bad? I mean, my mom's pretty bad too. Like she'll sit there and she'll even lose her phone, but she'll have it like in her hand. That's just how forgetful she is. So I'd rather just help her out halfway through.
Yeah, tiles are they're pretty cool. It's nice that they've kind of expanded on the technology over the years because a lot of people have been trying to do something. I remember back when I was like 13, my family got these things that we'd attach to our phones to try to find them. But then they were battery powered and they were big and clunky, and it was like, okay, then you had to charge them, and you're just like, like geotagging is a lot.
Yes.
Easier.
I completely agree with you. But you guys should go check it out. I think if you go to Google or if you go type in tile.com, you can find the website. It teaches you, exactly how to use the app. Again, it's only $25, so if you're looking for something for the holidays, really good gift to have. So that's most of the tech news that I have. We can get
I got a really cool cool website for you guys. This is my website of the week.
Oh, all right.
I think everyone's going to enjoy this website. If you're ever unaware of whether it's Christmas or not,
what?
You can go to isitchristmas.com.
Shut up.
And it will tell you if it is Christmas or if it is not Christmas.
Someone actually made a website? And that's what it's actually called. Are you bringing this... I was like, what's happening?
So if you ever wake up in the morning wondering, is it Christmas? You can bookmark this site and go there.
Oh my God.
And it will let you know if it is.
And it just says no. That's all it says. It just says no.
Well, because it's not Christmas right now.
But, so I'm guessing when it is Christmas, it'll just say yes.
But when it is Christmas, you better believe this site will let you know.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
If you go to it on Christmas.
We're done! Anyway, getting into geek and pop culture, since there's a lot of movie news happening, especially in DC and in Marvel, we had the Civil War trailer that came out, we have Batman vs. Superman, images leaked for the Wonder Woman movie that came out, so it is a World War I kind of setting, and, a lot of people who love the comic books have a lot of speculation of certain roles. Chris Pine's and he might be playing two different roles of his younger self and his older self. There's a lot of things that are going on with it. But what did you think of the trailers that came out this week? Oh, all right.
Is this including Civil War?
Yeah, we're talking about everything. Everything.
A lot of people really like the Civil War trailer.
Did you not?
I didn't dislike it, but I didn't love it.
Well, tell me your feels. What's happening?
I think it could have been 45 seconds long. I think they didn't need to show that much action. They didn't need to show all those clips of different things happening. I love the scene where it's Bucky and Captain America beating up on Iron Man. I love the scene where he's like, "So was I," to friendship feels right in the feels. But much more than that, I don't think we really needed.
Okay.
I
completely agree with you on that one.
I don't think a split second of Black Panther is worth putting in the trailer. I feel like they could have revealed him in a much more badass way a little bit later on. But I mean, yeah, I think the trailer was good. my friend Tyler was watching, and he's just like, "What?"
Oh, all right.
And then I watched, and I was like, "All right, this is all right. This looks cool. I'm excited to see it." Okay, but it was infinitely times more better than the Batman vs Superman trailer.
Okay, now you have to tell me what you actually felt about this Batman vs Superman trailer, because a lot of people have had really split decisions. Some people are really excited and they thought it was really, really good. Apparently there's, I can't remember who did it, but someone actually did a unspoiler trailer edit of that, and they took out things that, if you haven't seen it, you should go look at it, but they took out pretty much Doomsday, and they took out Wonder Woman, and they edited it with just Batman, Superman, and Lex Luthor shots. And that was it from the trailers that have been out so far.
What I hate about this trailer is that it's literally just asking for people who don't know DC Comics to go see the movie.
Yes, that's exactly what it was for. It was for the general public to come see it.
Because the trailer was basically, hey, DC fans, screw you. This is everything that's going to happen in the movie. Now that you've seen it all, you guys being the smart ones know exactly what's going to happen. But we know you're going to see it anyway, so we don't even care.
Okay.
And then general public, hey, look, we've got cool monsters, and we've got Doomsday, which is literally the same CGI as the Thing from Fantastic Four, the remake.
I love how everyone has different things that are happening, because, like, you said the Thing, I said the Trolls from Lord of the Rings, someone said the Abomination from the Hulk.
El Mayimbe, at Heroic Hollywood on Twitter, he tweeted a picture, and this is how bad it is.
Oh, jeez.
I hadn't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
Okay.
El Mayimbe tweets a picture of Doomsday with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing on, like the little bandana.
No.
And I was literally thinking to myself, why did he take the Thing from Fantastic Four and put that on it?
Oh my gosh.
So from an even unknowing perspective, it didn't look like Doomsday at all.
Yeah,
and it was kind of hilarious seeing it with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. It's just, I'm so sick of the fully CGI. I'm just done. I want practical effects, or at the very least, I want CGI to a point that you can question its reality.
No, I completely agree with you.
But they gave away the reveal of...
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I have to agree with that. I did not like that they revealed Doomsday that quickly.
I don't even care that they revealed Doomsday.
What were you saying?
Why is the name escaping me? The main villain from the first movie.
Michael Shannon, Zod.
Yeah, Zod. Yeah.
Of course it's Zod. I'll kneel before Zod. Zod... Revealing that Zod turned into Doomsday, I thought was ridiculous. If they had just shown Doomsday, the creature looked vague enough that fans would have been questioning if it was really Doomsday or not, because it looked too bad to be Doomsday.
I mean, I agree with you on that.
But the fact that they showed Zod and then showed it, you're like, oh, it's Doomsday. Oh, it's a really weird looking version of Doomsday.
Yeah, because it's supposed to have like Zod's face.
Oh, Michael Shannon's in the movie, confirmed now. There's really not really any mystery of like whether or not something's gonna happen in the movie now.
Yeah,
and then the Wonder Woman reveal.
Yeah, I know.
Literally showing, like, it's one thing to show her stand in front of it and save Batman. Yeah. It's another thing to do that and then show that Batman doesn't know who she is and Superman doesn't know who she is. If they had just left it at her standing in front and you thinking that maybe they still knew who she was, you'd be like, okay, so maybe she's in the movie before that point. But this just means...
Do you mind if I put in my...
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Mark in the booth here. If they cut the trailer a minute shorter, would have been great. Doomsday also, whether they showed Michael Shannon or not, Doomsday used the Kryptonian eye lasers, which Doomsday doesn't have.
Yep.
So that would have been another just obvious hint of, oh, well then he's not... He's probably Zod, like the rumors had said. And then they dissolved all of the tension of the name Batman versus Superman by showing that they get over it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I could, everything that you guys have both said, I completely agree with.
I would have preferred a Brainiac movie.
I would have preferred a Bizarro movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brainiac or Bizarro. I wanted a small fry before the big baddie. That's what I wanted. But everyone's like, oh, but Doomsday evolves and stuff. And I'm like, I get that, but I don't. This is not the Doomsday that I remember.
It's Age of Ultron. Ultron evolves and stuff. Let's take Ultron. He evolves and stuff. Oh, they did Ultron. Let's do Doomsday. He evolves and stuff too.
So I don't know. I have mixed
But again,
feelings.
I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah, no, I've already taken my money. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
it's like,
thing.
what are you gonna do? Like, crap, they spoiled the movie that I was gonna see anyway.
Yeah, and I know that everyone's been talking about it, but please go down to the comments below. Tell us what you think about the trailer, what you thought about it, what you liked, what you don't like, or everyone mostly just hates it. So that's how I feel about it.
My hope is that was maybe the first battle between Batman and Superman, hypothetically, and Doomsday comes in the picture, and Doomsday's not the big baddie.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that that's within the first 30 minutes, and
All right.
Lex Luthor is working behind the scenes to bring Doomsday without them knowing who Lex Luthor is, and then the rest of the movie is Lex playing Batman versus Superman,
Okay.
playing them against
Okay.
each other now that he knows that they've been in contact. If Doomsday was just a ploy to get them in contact with each other, and then Lex, after they defeat Doomsday within the first 30 minutes, Doomsday's gone, but then Lex is just playing them against each other. I could see the movie being salvaged from that.
I think that'd be great. I mean, that's what I was hoping was going to happen, but I like that you said it out loud because I feel like no one's actually voiced that whole opinion yet.
Yeah, I think they might be giving us the runaround. We think that they've shown us the whole movie, but literally all of that footage could have, aside from the scene between Lex and them, that entire scene that entire trailer could have been within the first 25, 30 minutes of the movie.
Okay, I can stand behind that. That makes sense.
Maybe how they destroy Doomsday is what sets Batman off.
That could also be a thing. I completely agree with everything you're saying. I think it would be better that way, but again, we won't know until we actually watch the movie.
Yeah,
but
when's it being released?
I had it up here
Same
somewhere.
day as Civil War.
Oh, Jesus.
They're just asking to be killed. I mean, you look at the 30 million views on Batman vs. Superman first trailer. Civil War got 60 million the first day.
I mean, it's probably going to be... I don't know if it's going to be like a complete landslide, but I also don't... I think it might just be split since...
I think it's just going to be a lot of comic book fans doing double features.
Yes, that's also very true. Or just people just kind of skipping around in theaters, but don't do that. I don't recommend it. But yeah, I just wanted... I wanted Wonder Woman to at least say something. I feel like she's been in pictures and trailers and whatever, but she hasn't actually like spoken at all. Yeah, like at all. So I thought that was kind of weird. And then also they have to fit Aquaman and Cyborg in the movie as well, and supposedly Flash. And I'm like, what? That's too much. But whatever. It's gonna be like a 4-hour long movie. That's what it feels like. But I digress. So. Another thing that I'm curious to see if anyone's actually going to watch is apparently there's going to be a Rambo TV show coming out
definitely going to watch.
That Stallone is actually thinking of directing.
I think it'd be awesome.
Yep. So
I know JTE and Finstock from Popcorn Talk and Schmoes
all over it.
Are going to be pretty excited for this.
Yeah, since I know that he just got off of the whole Creed just came out with this past weekend or last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend.
And so the fact that he's just doing well with movies and other things, that he's decided that he wants to take on the TV show as well, and then obviously Expendables 4 also comes out in 2017. So he's just going to be a busy guy.
I know I'm not going to see that.
Well, I don't know how you guys feel about it, if you're going to watch it or not, but I think it'll be interesting since a lot of people really love Rambo.
You know what else a lot of people really love, Alexis?
What do they love?
A lot of people really love football, and there's still plenty of football to be played this season, but it already feels like the playoffs at DraftKings.com, where millionaires are being crowned all season long. Challenge friends in a custom league or join an existing one to play for your share of the millions of dollars in prizes being paid out each week, with so much money up for grabs.
So many monies.
Every game is the big game, and every play matters. Just pick your contest, draft your players, and collect your winnings. This is not fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to Big Guys. If you want to hurry to DraftKings.com now and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday, use promo code GEEK, that's GEEK, and play for a free shot with your first deposit in Sunday's $1 million fantasy football contest. First place takes home $100,000. Enter Geek, that's GEEK, for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. That is DraftKings.com. It's fantasy football on demand, Alexis.
Guys, you have to do it. My dad and I have been playing for pretty much this whole season. He's won a good chunk of money that I can't remember the amount. I've won about $40 to $50 on the last one that I did. So I'm just saying, really try it again. Use that promo GEEK It's awesome.
I've won not being bored for a little bit.
Nice.
It's like those freemium games where you pay to play the games.
Yeah.
Except you actually win money.
Yeah.
So it's like instead of just having like the biggest forest in freaking Animal Crossing.
Oh my god. You just said that. Okay.
You potentially could have money in your wallet to spend on Christmas presents, strippers, or more DraftKings, whatever you want.
Hookers and blow, guys. So sorry, I have to get into my video game news because I'm curious to see what you think. I don't know many people who play first-person shooters like in my actual friend group, but Call of Duty Black Ops 3 that's coming out or is out is playing with or exploring the importance of AI systems. So pretty much during a panel called Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Unlocking the Potential of AI, members of the development team at Treyarch will discuss the fundamentals of artificial intelligence and speak about how it can shape the future of games. What do you think about this?
I think it's like they had nothing better to do, so they're just like, hey, let's talk about the stuff we've always been doing.
You really think so?
It's like, hey guys, we here at Geek.Nerd.Tech have been talking about tech news, but we're going to host a seminar to talk about tech news.
Yes.
I mean, it's obvious. AI has been leaps and bounds been developed through video gaming. I mean, it's just literally stating the obvious that if we develop AI more, it will change gaming. Yeah, of course it will, because long gone are the days of playing James Bond GoldenEye and having a guy walk against a wall for 10 hours.
I mean, I've watched more boring things on Twitch than that, but yeah, it's just, I guess it looks like the senior designer, senior software engineer, lead animator, and the lead writer are all going to be on this panel. It's going to be streamlined on Twitch. Other panels confirmed as well will be Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and a bunch of other stuff talking about storytelling and things. So it's pretty much just them taking something that's pretty apparent to us and just talking about it more for like a few hours.
I think the most ironic thing about this entire story is that out of all the games in existence, I'd say Call of Duty Black Ops is the one game where nobody even really interacts with the AI.
Oh, I never even thought about it.
Because people just go, they play the multiplayer. Do
Yeah.
people even play the campaign anymore? They don't even care about the AI.
I do. I like the campaign. But no, I understand, though. I feel like most people are only there just to play with their friends.
And the
tell you-
PS3 and Xbox 360 versions didn't ship with the single player. They
I
only shipped with
know.
the multiplayer.
So, like, let's talk about AI. Basically, okay, let's talk about how humans play our games and pay for the same game over and over and over again. Speaking of the same game over and over and over again,
here we go.
I've been playing Halo 5 a little bit.
Yes. Okay. How do you feel about this? I haven't bought it yet, so
The AI in Halo 5 is really, really smart.
as it should be, I would
Like,
hope.
literally, it is infuriating to play on Legendary mode. It is completely infuriating.
I feel like it.
This is the
wouldn't it
first
always though.
the first time I've played a Halo game and have had trouble with Legendary mode.
Huh.
Because the what are they called? Those alien race,
Either the Covenant or the Forerunners.
Yeah.
the Forerunners, right? Well, they're not the Forerunners; they're the robot things. But they are infuriating
Okay.
because they run away. These dog things. They run away, especially on Legendary modes. They shoot the shit out of you and then run away, and you're just like mother. But they use cover so well. I mean, another game enemies use cover really well in is Fallout.
Okay.
You can't use the cover as well as the enemies in Fallout 4, but
Okay.
they use the cover really well, and the AI in Fallout 4 is really good. I
Okay.
die a lot. You die a lot. They throw grenades like crazy. They actually use the stuff around them. They'll aim at explosive barrels to blow your ass up. I mean,
it's better than what I did with Dragon Age. I was like, I feel like the AIs don't do shit.
yeah, so if you look at games and do this AI exploration things, maybe
Yeah.
look at the games that have a good AI.
Yeah.
Because I've never really known the Call of Duty series to have smart AI.
Well, if you are interested in doing the PlayStation Experience keynote, go. It's at 10 a.m. It will be streamed on December 5th, which is tomorrow. GameSpot will also be having something up there, so if you can't find it online, GameSpot will have something up there so you can watch it.
Xbox One
Yes.
lineup for
so
2016.
obviously, the New Year is coming up in pretty much a month, which is crazy to me. So of course, both Xbox and PlayStation 4 or PlayStation are both having their lineup for the year. So there's a lot happening. Obviously, we had Halo 5 that's already out. Apparently, we have Gears of War, Tomb Raider that's coming out next week. or a few weeks from now.
Tomb Raider's out.
It
Oh,
came
Tomb
out
Raider's
the
already
same
out?
day as Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Gears of War, and then for assuming no games get delayed for next year's lineup, we have Quantum Break, Crackdown 3, Inside, Scalebound Below, Gears of War 4, which we brought up already, Killer Instinct Season 3, and Sea of Thieves.
I'm excited for playing Gears of War for a month before they nerf everything and the game sucks.
Yep.
Like, literally, I had so much fun in Gears of War 1, the first one. Mm-hmm. It was my favorite game, and then they changed everything, and everything was terrible again. Gears of War 3, it was really great for a month or two, and then they changed everything, and then the sawed-off shotgun became the only thing people could kill anyone with, unless you just lancered people down to death and killed them. I think, yeah, it just gets lame after a month.
I mean,
I'm excited for Crackdown 3. For the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I was like, I am not this time.
For the wrong reasons. There's this really cool web video where they explain how they made it work. Where they explain how the collective servers work. Where they have like 80 or 90 servers dedicated to the game, to the network.
Right.
But instead of having each server have the entire world or whatever, each like dedicated server to a dedicated world, the servers are tied to the buildings.
Okay.
So very specific buildings are in one server and other ones are in the other server. So it can handle this network of destruction. And it also uses your PlayStation or Xbox as its own server as well. So instead of like taking these grandiose load times because it's only using their dedicated servers, it uses the network to kind of expand upon its ability to process by like 10,000 times.
Jesus.
So literally every single piece of the city is destructible.
Okay.
Everything. And it doesn't like forget it either. You could like just shoot a wall and like the stuff would be there for the entirety of your game.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. The game's gonna suck, obviously, but it's gonna
Probably
be.
still play it though.
Crackdown made pretty good strides in the way of gaming. It just didn't have a good game in itself.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm going to be playing Killer Instinct Season 3 as well. I wasn't as excited when they told me that they were going to be doing another one, but I'm still going to play it because that's just something that I do.
Dude, one of the Battletoads is going to be in it.
I know.
Battletoads.
I know. I'm weird about it, and you guys can hate on me for all you care. I haven't heard.
Far Cry is coming out too. There's another Far Cry already coming out.
Is that this year though?
Far Cry Primal is coming out next year.
There you go.
No, I thought this was the lineup for 2016.
Yeah. No, I thought it was 2017.
It's not exclusive too, though.
Oh, got it. That's why.
Well, there you go. So, but it looks like I didn't know that Minecraft was on Xbox. I was like, what? Sorry, I was just reading that. But then, yeah, like I said, I haven't heard of Scalebound, and Sea of Thieves is new to me as well.
All right.
So, but I'm excited for that. I don't know if you guys are excited about it, if anything else is coming out.
What's this PlayStation Week's deal?
So for PlayStation, they're doing weekly deals for the holidays. So they do one. So they do one every month. And so, but it's for all the systems, so PlayStation 4s, 3, and the Vita. So it looks like for right now, for most of the PlayStation 4s, they pretty much just, if you go to GameSpot or if you go to PlayStation, they have just a bunch of stuff. So they have like The Last Tinker, War Thunder, the Disney Infinity Edition. So everything is pretty much just the original price. The original price was like $20 or $15, and they scale it down like a lot. Like Citizens of the Earth was $14.99, now it's $4.95. So it's pretty much just showing you that they're doing deals for the week and for the rest of the holiday season. So it's mostly just games that I can tell that are usually a little bit smaller. But just letting you know that that's a thing. Mostly the new games don't have anything that's going to be substantial just yet until the holidays come up.
Also, if a lot of people are on the edge about getting PlayStation Plus or whatever, if you're buying...
I like it.
Yeah, if you're buying your kids a video game for Christmas, right? Maybe sometimes it's worth it to just not get them the game and just buy them a subscription for a year. Because every month you get a free game.
Okay.
And some of the games are actually really, really kind of fun. Valiant Hearts I got for PlayStation. I enjoyed that a lot. There's a few of them that's just kind of...
No, I mean, I've been telling people for a while now that PlayStation Plus is not really that expensive, one. And two, it helps out with a lot of things, especially when Destiny came out. Everyone was just like, oh, I can't do this. And I'm like, well, if you get the PlayStation Plus, even if you're paying for a monthly subscription, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just their menu system is really terrible.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot find anything.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you on that.
They really hide their free games, so you got to look really hard for these deals.
I mean, I sit there and I will look through every single part of that menu and find something. If not, I usually get on my computer and look for it. So, but it's worth the time, and I feel like if you want your kids to be able to play multiplayer and find some pretty free games that you don't have to worry about, just get a PlayStation Plus. It's so much easier.
So tell me about Uncharted 4, Alexis.
So, I think it's really funny that they were like, "Ooh, it's coming out earlier." It's literally a day earlier. It was supposed to come out today on December 4th, but it actually, it was supposed to come out today, December 4th, but it came out yesterday, December 3rd. So a lot of people are really excited about it because, we've been talking about Uncharted 4 for a really, really long time, and now the beta is out and you can test it out for yourself and, and see what's the big hubbub about it. I'm not going to play the beta like I did with Battlefront, because that one I was waiting forever to see it, and now I'm just kind of like, I can wait until the full game.
Yeah, and especially Uncharted's not about the multiplayer.
Exactly. Thank you.
It's gonna be, it's great. I think we need the Nathan Drake Tomb Raider crossover.
I need it. I need it in my life.
Needs to happen.
I need it to happen.
I don't need the fan fiction, but I will take.
I mean, I'll read it. But no. But Uncharted 4 launches on March 2016. And now to my favorite part. We have 5 minutes left. I need you to tell me.
Want to set the world on
That's
fire.
the one thing I love about Fallout. Fallout anything is the soundtrack is so freaking
The soundtrack's
good.
great. One thing I was kind of disappointed by Fallout 4 is that they don't introduce too many new songs to it.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is fairly similar and has a lot of crossover for Fallout 3, which I understand. They're putting you in a sense of this is the same world.
Right.
Of course, not a lot of the other songs existed.
Okay.
I'll deal with it. Soundtrack, okay, cool, because I already had a lot of songs in the old one. Fallout 4 in general, I'm a huge Fallout fan. I have the Fallout Monopoly. I bought the Nuka capsule when they released all the games. I was one of the first people to pre-order the PlayStation Pip-Boy edition. So
really?
I got that. It's funny, it was released on November 10th, right? And they did the midnight thing. They started doing the midnight at November 9th at 8 p.m. I had ordered the Pip-Boy thing. I knew I wouldn't get it till 8 p.m. the next day, but I had the day off. So I went out to GameStop and I bought a copy of the PlayStation 4 version to play it before I got my Pip-Boy, because I was like, I just need to play it because I have time, because I work so much I never have time. So
Well, I'm glad.
I have not even finished the first story mission of the game. I have gone to Diamond City, and that is it.
Okay.
I have not really taken an interest in the main story because, unfortunately, I went to 4chan one time and had the entire main thing spoiled for me.
Why would you do that?
But as much as it was annoying, it was kind of predictable already what it was, so I wasn't even that angry. I love Fallout because I love playing the detective in a world that's gone.
Okay.
And I love exploring. And I have just spent 40, 50 hours running around. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? And Fallout 4 continues the trend of Fallout 3 in that anywhere you go, there's a story.
Okay.
If it's as simple as a piece of paper on the ground that says something, if it's as simple as sometimes there's treasure troves that you don't know exist and they don't give you a quest, you literally have to read the stuff and decipher it. Burnt out buildings that you read the computer logs and find out that like one of the employees was a mass murderer and he was trying to hide it. Like they had a whole Game of Thrones Easter egg storyline, things like that.
What? It's awesome.
It's great. A lot of the complaints that people say are the graphics. The lip syncing to the models is not the best. It's on par with Fallout 3.
Okay.
The graphics of human characters are pretty terrible, but the enemies and everything else looks phenomenal.
I mean,
I don't care about that, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, ever since I think I stopped at Fallout 3, I didn't play New Vegas. I didn't play that, so I never really cared about the rendering of the faces. Like that was never a problem for me. I was more of just looking at the layout of the land. And
I never got into this whole like, I hate it. It's not 60 frames a second. I hated like, the drop frame rates. Oh, the graphics aren't blah blah. Honestly, if you're playing games for graphics, fuck you. I'm done. Like, I'm so sick of these people who rate games poorly because of graphics. Look, my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VI, which is Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo. If you want graphics,
bring back some memories for me.
It has one of the best storylines in an RPG, and then Chrono Cross is my second favorite.
I love Chrono Cross.
So, if you're going to complain about a game that is so expansive and has so much ability to just explore and enjoy the world they've created and find all these stories and grow close to these... Like, if you're really rating down because of graphics, like, you're done. Plus, when you're allowed to put in the mods on your Xbox or PlayStation 4.
That's true.
All you have to do is put in 4 or 5 texture mods and the game looks like real life. So, I don't know. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
That's not bad.
I'm not going to give it a 10 just because of certain things that I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of having to like scrounge and like the weight limit is kind of annoying.
Okay.
Because the junk has weight.
Yeah.
So you're like out there searching for stuff to, mod your guns with. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you're like running out of room because unless you're wearing a power armor, just having 6 different types of weapons fills your weight limit.
Jeez.
So like you can't have all the weapons you want. If they made it so your weapons, if you had them favorited, didn't cause you to carry weight, it'd be perfect.
Right.
But oh well. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Great game. Pick it up. I still have the sealed Pip-Boy version. I haven't even opened it yet. But yeah. Guys, definitely worth buying. Definitely a good Christmas gift if you don't want to see your kids for a few weeks. But that's pretty much the end of the show, right?
Yeah, no, that was all I wanted to talk about. I want to know if you guys are going to buy Fallout 4, if you're already playing it, whatever. I mean, I'm going to wait a little bit longer until after or during Christmas to do mine. But thanks, guys, so much for hanging out with us today. I really appreciate it. Again, don't forget to follow all the other shows that are happening here at Black Hollywood Live. The Beat, Just Saying is supposed to be happening pretty soon as well. So just come hang out with us again. You can find Steven at...
You can find me on Twitter at Steven Lemieux, STBHENLAMIUX, and go ahead to the Popcorn Talk Network and follow it on Twitter at the Popcorn Talk, THEPOPCORNTALK.
Oh, I couldn't even catch all those. It just sound like alphabet soup. Anyway, you can also find us on our sister network at AfterBuzz TV, which is also on Steven's shirt. If you love TV shows, all of us do shows here as well. Also, don't forget, if you love books, go to Book Circle Online, and then... just hang out there. But you can find me at atorres890 all over the map. Thanks, guys, so much for hanging out, and we will see you next week with Joe and Akili.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Christmas, Gianna Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African-American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.